Hey guys, and welcome back to the Unfiltered Gamer Kickstarter game review. Today's game is a game of imagination and deduction. That game is Monstrology. Monstrology is made by Middle Brain Games. It plays about 2 players or more for about 10 minutes, but it can go on as long as you'd like, and it is for ages 5 and up. The game is a cooperative game, but it can also be a competitive game if you'd like. Basically, the game is about a player drawing a card, looking at that card, it's a monster. He then mixes that monster up with other monsters in a deck, places them face down and flips them over, much like Dixit, and everybody else tries to deduce which monster he is based on a card or a placard on the table that he has chosen different aspects of that monster. If the players can guess that, they'll win. If the players can't, they won't. Let me go ahead and show you what that game's like. Alright guys, so this is Monstrology right here. You've got the big, large player boards, and you've got the cards. The cards represent a bunch of different monsters in the game, and the player boards represent the different types or options you have in a different scenario for each and every single player that chooses the monster. Let me go ahead and show you how it works. So you've got 6 of these little tokens here. They'll be different, I'm certain, in the game, because these are just mine from home. But you'll need 3 to 6 of them depending on the placard you're going to use. This one, for instance, we're just going to use your monster's food, and it says you must pick 3. And here are all the different choices, anywhere from cupcakes to kegs of beer. So the first player is going to start off by drawing a card, and he is going to be the person who's going to try and convince the rest of the people to figure out which monster his is. So this is going to be his monster, and his is going to be this gigantor guy with a big, huge galaxy coming out of his head. And he's going to look at this guy, and he's going to decide, okay, what does this monster eat for food? Well, what would he eat for food? Let's see. Maybe he'd eat garbage because he's kind of got like a sewery thing going on here. Maybe he'd like, I don't know, wood chips. And maybe he likes, let's see, bad dreams. That kind of suits him, right? Then the main player will go ahead and place this monster face down, selecting 5 more monsters. And what's cool about this game is you can actually go ahead and pick as many monsters as you like to change up the difficulty. There you go. Shuffle them all up. Similar to Dixit, and you then flip them all over. Here we go. Here's all the different types of monsters. You got a chair, you got a plant type, and then you got some like Dr. Seuss looking thing going on, and a spider, a bunch of sheep all kind of squished together, and you got our dude here. Now, although the players don't know that this is our dude, however, they're going to guess based on what they have. The options are here looking at this placard. And they know that he eats garbage, wood chips, and bad dreams. And they're going to try and narrow out based on what they think these things eat. So this guy's probably a leaf eater, so he probably doesn't eat garbage, but he might eat wood chips. Maybe this guy eats bad dreams because you sleep on him. And so on and so forth. So they're different players. So within a 3-player game, each and every player is going to get the option to choose one of these things here, one of these creatures. And if they choose the correct one, the player who is, who's the main player is going to tally up the points at the end. Now, all players, if they guess this exact same one, they're going to get double points. So if all 3 players pick this and it was right, that would be 6 points, 3 times 2. But if it's wrong, 0 points. Or you can have all 3 players pick different things, 1, 2, and 3. Now, if it's this one, 1 point, 0 points for this. So you can make it a cooperative game. However, you could also make it competitive as well, where you have teams of players. Maybe this guy and this guy are playing against this guy and this guy. And so one guesser is playing with one non-guesser and trying to get the most points versus the other team. And you can pretty much play as many players as you want. And that's how the game works. Let's go ahead and see what I think about it. So like I said, Monstrology is basically a competitive or cooperative game depending on how you want to play it. And it's similar to games like Dixit or Concept or Murder in Hong Kong, Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. And where you're basically using your mind, your imagination, to determine what player's monster he is thinking of based on what he's placing on these cards. Does his monster have teeth? Or how old is his monster? Does his monster love silly songs? Or is that maybe his vulnerability? And all that kind of stuff plays in. And all these different player mats, in fact, there's tons of them. I got 6 here, front and back. You've got the vulnerabilities, you've got the monster's traits, personality, needs, names, jobs, preferences, food, all kinds of stuff. And the amount of cards in the game, there's tons. You've got a little lemur dude. Oh, there's probably about 90 cards in here total. And the artwork's pretty cool too. It reminds me kind of like Where the Wild Things Are is what kind of the artwork reminds me of. And it works really well because these monsters all look like they could come from anywhere. Galactic monsters all the way from the monster hiding under your bed. But it's a kid game. It's a family game. This game can be played with people 5 years old. No big deal. And as soon as we played it the first time, we all sat down, me and a couple gals and my friend John, who's doing the filming right now. We all sat down and played, had a great time, and we were able to deduce most of the time whose monster was what, based on the traits they gave us, which is really, really cool. And that being said, most of them were really intrigued with this game. The game is fun. We love the game. Most of my friends are really in tune with these social deduction kind of games. And because of that, we suggest you guys definitely check out this game on Kickstarter. The price point's a little high, which would be my main concernicus, but I would also say that, like Dixit, the cards are going to be nice, hefty Dixit cards. These cards are fairly large, the size of my hand. I would definitely suggest you check out Monstrology, and personally, I really, really enjoyed this game. If you like that kind of deduction social game where you're having fun cooperatively or competitively, this would be a game I would definitely recommend to you. Alright guys, thanks for watching another Unfiltered Gamer game review. Currently on Kickstarter, Monstrology. If you're interested, check it out. It's in the description below. Also, if you like these videos, go ahead and see the rest of our videos here on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and comment. If you like this content and you want to see more of it, we have more at unfilteredgamer.com. Giveaways, blog posts, as well as Kickstarter list. Also, if you enjoy even more giveaways and that kind of stuff, you can check out our affiliated websites, everythingboardgames.com and thegiveawaygeek.com. Alright guys, that's it for now. I'll see you next time.